And this one features the Saints' leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Saints and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Brown now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On second down, Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Lockett, headed in motion. Out of the shotgun, Young. The throw on the run is complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Carolina first down. From the gun, it's Young. Into the hands of Lockett. Complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 at the 43-yard line. A second down throw for Young. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Young. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. He's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Young. Lockett brings it in out wide. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Got his man at the 6. He is in. Touchdown, Carolina. That his first touchdown this year. Grupe able to add the extra point. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. He'll drop to throw. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And the Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st down is Young. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Lockett headed in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Young. He finds the veteran Lockett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Once again, right back to Lockett. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Here's a 3rd and 10. Lockett headed in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This will be from 42 yards out. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This a 42-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good. And the Panthers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Grupe back out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. From out of the gun, it's a run with Elliott. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could. But he's still going to end up being short of first down.
And he's going to have a Saints first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This one is caught by Dotson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. At the 15-yard line. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown Saints. Now the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. On 2nd down, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Now Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down. Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And fourth down is coming up. This returnable with Reed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. This one is brought in by Jarrett. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
There he goes again. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, New Orleans. Now Elliott. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. Now this time they'll look to throw. Under pressure and down he goes. They got him. They'll look to pick up the pace. On third down, they'll set up to throw. The pressure all over him. He goes down again. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Young to throw on 1st down. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And he'll be near a first down, but he's going to come up about a yard short. Throwing is Young. And that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game.
And I believe the referee... So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Open man down the field, it's Olave. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This will be a 48-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Saints will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's deep for Olave. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. We'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. Shotgun snap as and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. The Saints will punt this one away. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. The Panthers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw is Young. Pass brought in by Chark. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They send a receiver in motion left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Here's Hubbard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Panthers.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. On first down is Young. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here comes Hubbard on a toss to the right. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Lockett headed in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. This will be a Saints first down, as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the give, it's Elliott. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
A loss of 7 brings us 2nd and 17.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Now, a handoff to Eckler. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, New Orleans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll motion a tight end right. On 2nd down, Young. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on 1st down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. He has Lockett over the middle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
37-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That escape ability on display. As you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll run. Here's Elliott. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. He'll drop to throw. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike. And in this case, he said, all right, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. That's complete to lock it outright. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
So this one a win for the Saints. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.